Hey guys, it's TYLER.V here, and I'm back with another Thick Vision Thursday video. I'm really sorry I couldn't make a video last week because I was actually feeling a little under the weather. I don't think it was the coronavirus, but I do have the symptom of not being able to taste anything or smell anything right now. It's going on day 4, so being precautious right now, but right now I totally feel fine and don't have any other symptoms, so I'm definitely quarantining myself. So I wanted to give you guys some tips just to keep you guys on track and productive so we can keep working towards our dreams. Okay, you ready? Let's get into it. Okay, so for starters, you are going to have to create a schedule. I know sometimes, like when we are on vacation mode, we don't really have a schedule and we just kind of go with the flow. I, for one, am someone who loves to go with the flow of things, but then you realize time will slip you by. If you do not make a schedule, you will not maximize your time efforts. So be sure to create a schedule. I mean, literally from the time that you wake up, the time that you're using to brush your teeth, the time that you're working on whatever projects. Let's say that you are working from home from 9 to 5, like myself. What are you going to be doing during that time while you're working? If you have any little breaks, what can you possibly be working on that may contribute to your dream? After you are finished with your day job, what projects could you pick up? Are you giving yourself some quiet time afterwards where you're not looking at no social media or no news? You have to schedule in these very important breaks and very important times in your schedule to make sure you're maximizing it to the utmost point. Because if you don't, then you'll start to lose track of everything. Don't forget to drink your water. I know we're staying home and we could probably have a couple of glasses of champagne while we're working because we may not have to always interact with people, but do not forget to drink your water. You should be drinking at least 6 to 8 glasses of water. If you could drink more, definitely drink more, but do not forget to drink your water. Are you taking your vitamins? If you are not big on taking vitamin supplements, just make sure that you're at least eating your fruits and vegetables because we are going to be indoors and we need to make sure that our immune system is at its utmost best point as possible because we need to protect ourselves from everything. So make sure you're taking your vitamins. I have a vitamin supplement and I also take a turmeric supplement, and also I've been doing elderberry, which is really good for your immune system. Also, because I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, I've been taking white rum, which is a famous remedy. White rum, honey, and lime, and I feel like that also helps to keep my chest just open, and if there was anything in there, just to knock it all out, because overproof rum is 60% alcohol, and that is quite high that you can actually use that to disinfect certain surfaces, depending on what your choice is. But it's Ray Nephew white rum. It is a staple in a Jamaican household, and I've been drinking that just to keep everything away. Another thing I'm also learning while being on quarantine is that I'm having more balanced meals. I think once I'm starting to get more into a routine, like, okay, this is the time that I wake up, what are you eating for breakfast? Or this is my lunch, what am I eating for lunch? And then what am I eating for dinner? Because usually when I'm going to work, I don't have my meal scheduled and I'm just kind of eating off the whim or when I have time to eat, and which is really not the best thing. So I think even when you have your schedule and you create your schedule, you want to also plan your meals. Since you're home, hopefully your fridge is well stocked and you're not ordering all the time. You should be able to have more of a well-balanced meal. Make sure you take some walks during daylight while you're practicing social distancing. So don't go outside with like 10 of your friends and play basketball. but make sure you are taking some walks. Vitamin D comes from the sun, and it is one of our most essential things that can apply to us, and you want to make sure that you take advantage of it, even if it's just sitting outside on your stoop, or if maybe you don't want to go outside right now, at least stand by the window and at least get some type of sun. But you should be at least trying to get outside for some walk. Just because we're quarantined doesn't mean you can't go outside. We're not locked in. We're not locked in. So make sure you try to exercise. I'm not gonna lie, I fell off a little bit, but I'm gonna get back to it. I really do enjoy yoga, and I do feel that this will be even more beneficial to me during this time. So I'm gonna challenge myself for getting more into yoga. I brought my yoga mat, so and my yoga instructor that also started doing online classes, which I'm really excited about. So I will report back to you guys on that next week. But definitely try to make more of an effort to exercise, because it would just help overall with your mood and your energy and help you pass time. Another way to pass time. I think even more now during this time, it's even more important to pray, to meditate, and also express gratitude. If you have been doing these things already, you probably want to up it up like 10 times more. If you haven't, then you want to start. Just the fact that we are living in a very interesting time right now, and we need to be sharing and putting out enough positivity and light into the world as much as possible. And finally, last but not least, make sure you stay home and don't be selfish. I, for one, almost booked that $30 ticket to go to Jamaica, and I changed my mind because I didn't want to put anyone else in harm. And plus, it is, as more research comes out, you do realize that we don't know all the facts of this virus, and you don't want to risk anything. So happy quarantining. I hope to see amazing business plans and amazing dreams and amazing things that's coming full force. I, for one, am still trying to get it together. This is I believe it's gonna be my 5th day quarantining. So I think I'm finally just now getting in the groove, because baby, the first week it was rough. I was really trying to figure it out, like really figure it out. Another tip of mine is that if you are working from home, make sure you do designate a specific area for you to work in. I find that that's more easier for me, because it helps me take that switch off. Like, okay, this is where I'm working at, and this is where I'll be sitting while I'm working. So then when I go to other parts of my home, I do know that once I turn that switch off, it's like, okay, this is me being in relaxed mode. Because for me, when I go to work, automatically you're like, okay, I'm at work. So the first week when I'm working at home, it was really hard for me to get in that adjust mode and that switch, because I couldn't just like get out of the home mode. But now that I've realized, like, okay, if I'm sitting at my kitchen table, this is where I'm working, and this is where you'll be in the mode, then it's easier for me. So definitely designate a workspace. It'll definitely help you a lot. All right, so thanks so much for watching Thick Vision Thursday. Happy and a healthy quarantine. Wash your hands, and I will see you next week. Bye.